I should stick things up my ass. Today, we are back at it with more hilarious medical memes with a dark twist. Disclaimer, this could get a little weird. Let's dive right in. Nobody. People at 3 a.m. right before showing up to the ER. I should stick things up my ass. Sticking things up their butts actually occurs 24 hours a day.
Anytime, anywhere.
7 a.m., 10 a.m., 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it just happens. Like literally I'm running through my brain of all the different objects that I've seen hidden in the rectum that aren't supposed to be there. Staff, we need more help. Manager, it's okay. I just hired 2 people. 2 people. Beavis said butthead. Oh my gosh. So sometimes we feel that way in the hospital when we're overwhelmed, especially now. There's a huge shortage of nurses, but this is really funny. Oh my gosh, still waiting for the day we scan somebody for a PE and this MF is chilling in the pulmonary artery. Oh my gosh, I love the magic school bus memes. These are hilarious. So PE, pulmonary embolism, is a major blood clot within your vascular system in the lungs.
Hurts my lungs.
If it causes complete obliteration of all the vessels in one lung, it could lead to cardiac collapse and cardiac arrest. I hope I never see the magic school bus. Iron deficiency man. That is really good. Look how small this depiction of Iron Man is. So iron deficiency typically leads to your red blood cells being smaller. It's a type of microcytic anemia, but that's really, really funny. Never bring a gun to an MRI fight. Yeah, don't do that. Oh my gosh. MRI, magnetic resonance imaging. So it's this big, massive magnet. Sometimes if we don't know, we'll actually do pre-screening full body x-rays to make sure that we don't have any unwanted metal in there. Sometimes people are not sure if they've actually have leftover bullets in their bodies and we don't want those flying out. So if you're coming into the hospital for an MRI, please don't come in packing. Leave all your metal objects at home. This is the weirdest karaoke place I've ever seen. Oh, that is hilarious. So this person is in the correct position for getting a colonoscopy. Gastroenterologists actually do hold it in that position close to the mouth. They're in there for a good amount of time, so it's an easier position of relaxation to do it versus having it low.
It's all about relaxing.
And remember, if you're the age of 45, new guidelines now show us that that is the age when you start doing screening colonoscopies. Get in there, get it done. It's super easy. It helps try to catch cancer early. When you finally convince her to send nudes, but she's a radiologist. Oh my gosh. They're actually pretty accurate anatomically. Very creative, a little creepy. Every patient over 80, I'm still cold when they're on fire. Working in Southern California, it's warm outside, but it's like a freezer on the inside. I'll walk into a room of an elderly patient that's got like 50 blankets on them. It's almost like the worst weighted blanket you could think of. And I'm like, are you under there? Like peeling away the layers trying to find them. Are you guys one to be cold all the time or hot all the time? Let me know in the comments. ED doc needing a scan at 16:59, which is just before 5 o'clock, 4:59, and the radiologist hiding in the corner. Yes, sorry radiologists, my colleagues that I couldn't do my job without. There are times when you put it in at 4:30, 16:30, and all of a sudden it's 17:30, and it never got done. You're like, what the heck happened? And they didn't see the report. Doc, hoping for a boy or a girl? Guy, was hoping to pull out, but here we effing are. That is not a very good method for birth control. There are other options. You have abstinence.
I'm saving myself for someone special.
You have protections such as condoms or a diaphragm. And then you have birth control medications or injections or implants. Talk to your doctor and your partner for what would be the best method for you guys to prevent pregnancies. When you finally get that free healthcare, we accidentally replaced your heart with a baked potato. I've heard of the potato battery, but the potato battery works like a salt bridge between the metal versus muscles contract and move and different things happen, wouldn't work to sustain your life. Harley Quinn sign, red on one side, blanched on the other. This is really, really funny. Harlequin sign or Harlequin syndrome definitely happens where basically half your body is having issues relating to flushing, sweating. You can have one side that's super sweaty and the other side that's not. So that actually is a thing. Doctors remove 600 nails from man's stomach without any milk. Wow, that took a lot of effort and a lot of time. They didn't swallow this all at once. It probably was methodical and doing it one or two at a time.
I eat garbage because I am garbage.
People swallow nails, screws, wires, coins, nuts, bolts in an attempt to try to hurt themselves, or if there's an underlying mental disorder, there's indications to emergently having an endoscopy to get these out. This would be a little bit more complicated and have to talk to a gastroenterologist and see what the plan would be. Please don't do this. There's no benefit, none whatsoever. When you hit your funny bone, yes, it is just so uncomfortable. Funny bone, your elbow, that's what we're referring to. And it's typically when you pop the ulnar nerve that's sitting in the groove here and you hit it and it sends like that uncomfortable feeling up and down the arm. I just rub it really fast and try to make it go away and try to move the arm. It's just an overstimulation of the nerve fibers.
This guy's got a broken funny bone.
Typically, it doesn't cause permanent damage. Sometimes there's something called neuropraxia, where you can have prolonged injury due to bruising the nerve itself, but that typically will go away. A single sperm has 37.5 megabytes of DNA information in it. That's a lot of information to swallow. Oh my gosh. I don't know about this meme, but I do know about sperm a little bit from a scientific standpoint.
Yes, science!
This image is fantastic. It is a very good, super high resolution, highly magnified image of a sperm. It's made up of three parts. You have the head, basically the neck, and the tail. The tail is the longest part. That has to do with the movement and getting it to where it needs to get to. The neck part actually stores most of the mitochondria, giving it its energy so it can move. The majority of the information that we need is in the head of the sperm. 23 chromosomes, and then it provides either the X or the Y chromosome. So it is packed with a lot of information in there. Check out my lazy eye. One to watch my screen, the other for my health. Too much screen time, you don't want to go cross-eyed. Make sure you take breaks looking at the screens that were around all the time. It can cause eye strain, blurry vision, dry eye. If you have an extreme case, then you can actually do surgery, tightening or loosening of a muscle of the eye, or you can sometimes just correct it with glasses. You definitely see an ophthalmologist about this. These were really good, really funny. I nerded out on them because they were very relatable to what I do on a daily basis. So if you guys really enjoyed this episode of me reacting to memes, make sure you check out the link below in the description to check out the limited merchandise that is available. So definitely check out this playlist right here. And as always, make sure you subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching, and stay healthy, my friends.